Okay, mic check. I think we are live. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back again. I didn't want to come back, but I had to come back because I'm getting the same messages from everyone. So I don't know how much you're in the picture about Bitcoin or not. You know that I'm crazy about it right now. And so right now in the news, if you heard it or not, the Bitcoin price was falling at least 30% or something like that. I'm doing daily Bitcoin videos on my YouTube channel, which I just made recently. And I was talking about it there, but now all my Facebook friends were writing me and telling me, hey, do you know what's the Bitcoin price? Hey, do you know that Bitcoin is falling? And so on. It's almost exactly the opposite what was just happening maybe in the beginning of the month or just a couple months ago. Everybody is asking, hey, how can I buy Bitcoin? When is the next pullback? But now when the price is down, everybody is like, I don't know if I want to buy now. And I know this is going to happen, and it's totally fine. Everybody's do what they want. I want to address just a couple of other things, because, and this goes out mainly to the bubble people. I'm talking about you, Robert. We were going into this keyboard war going on between the bubble people and the Bitcoin people. And I want to say everybody is right. I think in their own rights, they are right. So this is why I want to share with you two charts today, which I think is really interesting and kind of puts things in perspective and explains both sides in a way. So one chart, what you see right now, you could guess what chart is this, what you can see. And most of the people who's in the Bitcoin, they would say that this is Bitcoin right now. This is what's happening right now. And you see the chart is not complete. And because we would just fall like this. And I would ask the bubble people, what chart are you looking at now? And they would see, I see a typical bubble chart in the front of me. And that is true. And I can show you an article about the bubble chart. How does it look like? And you know what chart is this? Look at the title of the article. It says, oh, maybe you can see it because I'm in the corner, but let me move myself. The title of the article, Bitcoin Bubble Graph Compared to the .com Crash. And both chart is complete. How is it possible? We have not completed our bubble yet. But if you look at the date, this is Friday, 12 April 2013. This is how Bitcoin graph was looking at that time. And what happened in 2013? I'll tell you what happened in 2013. This graph is exactly the same graph. This is what happened in 2013. And it looks identical to the chart, what you see today. And I tell you what happened here. Mt. Gox, the biggest exchange in Japan at that time, got hacked. And this caused a panic sell. And everybody was losing their shit. They're losing their mind. And just what you see right now. But this one, today, what you see sell off is because of the Coinbase fiasco. If you don't know, look into it. And if you can see the Mt. Gox, this is the Mt. Gox chart. So if I'm going on the chart name here, it says Bitcoin dollar Mt. Gox. It stopped here because that's when the whole company went bankrupt, right? Like they just closed their doors. That as an exchange is not Bitcoin, right? It's just an exchange. And the price that time stopped at $135. Now you have to know that time you run up all the way to $1,200 and everybody was screaming that this is a bubble and it's gonna burst. Just as I pulled up this article which is screaming the same thing from 2013. How is this a bubble? And it's the same chart what my friend Robert is sharing with everyone, which I don't have problem with it. But I don't know, I just feel like if you're sharing FUD with everyone, I have the right to comment on it and say, I don't think you should really worry that much as you think you should worry based on what expert Robert John's saying about this, right? So if you look at the chart, this is what happened in 2013. Now let's go back to our original chart, the Mt. Gox. So this is Bitcoin going to $1,000 and falling back to $130. But where is it coming from? It's coming from all the way down to $10. And before that, all the way down to $2. And before that, it went up all the way to $27, went back to $2. And before that, it was just down to 72 cents. but each time it fall back, it fall higher than the previous height. So, and we ended on the typical bubble chart. You can see you have your peak, then you fall back in a bull trap, the range height, everything back to normal, the fear, panic, and sell-off. But where is the sell-off ending? Look at that, the previous high. That's where the sell-off ending. So this is a bubble within the S-curve. So this is where we have the argument between the Bitcoin people and the bubble people, that which one is it? Is it a bubble? Is it an S-curve? Is it the adaptation S-curve? I tell you that both is true. You have mini bubbles going through the adaptation curve because people are still scared of this whole thing. And this is what you see. This is a Mt. Gox channel. Now I'm going to change my chart to what's happening today. And you're going to see it looks identical. And actually, let me just change, not Korean won, Bitcoin USD. Here is a Bitcoin USD chart. What's happening today? This is on the logarithmic scale. Look at that chart. It's almost identical. Even this blimp before the run up, it's almost there. So I go back to 2013. Look at 2013. Oh, I have to zoom out now. Look at 2013 with the blimp. Here is the blimp, and then the run up, and then the sell off, and the typical bubble chart. Again, go back to today, Bitcoin USD. You have, oh, this is my drawings here. Let me choose another one, which is not, I don't have all the drawings. Anyway, you see the blimp, and then you see the run up and the sell off. It's identical to what already just happened. It's nothing new. And everybody who's freaking out, just stop freaking out and just sit back, zoom out, look what we've done, how long it take us to get here, and where is this gonna go? Okay, I want to show you one more chart, and then you decide what you want to believe or what you want to think. I don't want to perceive, well, I don't know, like, I don't want to tell anyone what to think. They can decide for themselves. Everybody's a grown-up person. But I'm just showing what I found, and what, not just me, like many people can see this by themselves. This is on a logarithmic scale chart again, same Bitcoin, just less drawing. And I want to zoom out here to this is on the 4-hour scale. And maybe I should go on a daily because it's not going to fit in the chart. But here you go. Here's on a daily. It's still not going to fit because it's scaling everything. Okay, what if I turn off auto? Here you go. So if you see this is exactly the Mt. Gox sell-off, what I just showed you before, but that was from the Mt. Gox chart. And this is that sell-off, what I show you in big numbers. After that, it was a huge sell-off. We came back range, and then we were going into a bear market for 3 years until we recovered to $1,000. As soon as we did that, after 3 years, it's done, and recovered to the same original price that was the run-up price. Then we went into a bull run, and this is a typical cup. It's a very big cup, but it is a cup which is caused the bull run. And then this is the beginning of the year. This is right here is January. I don't know if you can see, I hope you can. So this is right here, January the 3rd of 2017. And from there on, we were on a beautiful channel, going higher and higher, while we had these periodic pullbacks, cyclically coming back and pulling back, but never the pullback lower than the previous all-time high, never lower than the previous all-time high. You see the pullback? Never lower. And then we jumped out of it. This is December, right here, when the media was going crazy about Bitcoin. You could hear it every 3 seconds on CNBC, on Bloomberg. It was Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. So this is December. We jumped. We get out of this channel. We jumped. And this, I agree with you, Robert. This, yes, it's a bubble. This was news-driven. This was emotion-driven. And this was purely speculative. Most of these people who bought here, they had no idea what they're buying. They were buying because the next person was buying, and they just wanted to make money, and they don't understand how the whole thing works and why is the potential and where is it going to go. So anyway, from December, we had this big emotional run, and then we had this emotional run down right now, and we got back to the price where we started in the beginning of December, actually a little bit higher than where we started in the beginning of December. So I think the channel is still intact. And if you look at it, what happened before, everything is just repeating. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit speeding up because what is the tendency of the adaptation S-curve that is exponential and that is parabolic and that is speeding up. So the pullback is getting faster, and as the adaptation getting faster, same as a social network or anything like that, which is based on adaptation or any technology adaptation. So then you see, I think we found the bottom now here. This could be false. This could be still just the bull trap. So we can go higher, find a close range, and then go again lower. But we definitely, I believe, we're gonna at least bounce on the top of this channel, or we fall back into this channel, and we're gonna continue the trajectory. There's nothing gonna change. What I think is gonna happen, or we come back to the same range high, and then we're going to do a cup, just what we've seen before, but this cup is going to be shorter this time, so it's not going to be 3 years, it's going to be, I don't know, 6 months. I'm not a genie. I have no idea. Honestly, this is just based on what happened before. Purely that. It could be now, from here we go to zero. I really don't believe so. So why we didn't do that at 10,000? Why we didn't do that at 1,000 when the Mt. Gox meltdown happened? So I think here we're going to do a cup and handle again, and it's going to go higher again. And this is inevitable because as an adaptation curve, what I was just saying. Yeah, I think the lowest we can go from here, or what I see us going, it's where we broke out of the channel, and that's like 8,300 if I'm or around 8,000, not 8,300, like, yeah, 8, 9. Maybe it could even go all the way down to 8,000, but I definitely don't see us going any lower than that. So if you're worried, if you were driven by emotion, yeah, you were panic selling like crazy here. And honestly, I sold too, but not because I was afraid. I sold because I was hoping I'm making, just as what I did before at this dip. I did the same thing. I sold because I was hoping to make more. 15 minutes chart. So I was hoping I'm going to make more on the way down. So I'm going to sell it and then buy back lower. And this is the times when I like to, I don't trade, but this is the times when I like to trade because I know it's emotionally driven. So it's going to be an overshoot. So I know the direction of the market. So I can count on that. When everything is normal, you really can't predict, like, okay, this is the next day is going to be up or down. You can't predict that. And like this, you have 15 minutes candles going to decide for you. You're right on your prediction, or you're wrong. You're going in the right direction or not. Anyway, that's another thing. I just wanted to address the bubble situation, the popping situation. Everybody, I hope it was a very happy bubble popping. And those of you who are spitting glasses throughout this day and your stomach was in, I don't know, tangled up because you were going crazy, what's going on with the price? I'm sorry to hear that, but maybe this is going to give you a peace of mind. And yeah, this is what I think about the bubble situation. I think, yeah, it's a bubble, but in a bubble, in many little bubbles, and on an S-curve, which is just continue climbing. And if you don't believe me, let's meet when we get to 100K. Let's talk then again. We'll see. We'll see who's right. It's nobody can see the future. Not the bubble people, not the Bitcoin people. But somebody is gonna be laughing and somebody is gonna be sorry. So we'll see who. That's all. I put my money where my mouth is, and you do your own decision, your own choice. I just presented what I found, and hope it helps anybody. So peace out. Stay safe, and see you tomorrow. If you're following me on the YouTube thing, because I'm doing this every day, so if you want to know what I'm thinking, that's where you can find me. I don't come in Facebook with this shit just in case something is going crazy, which is every two weeks something crazy happens in Bitcoin world. But yeah, I'm gonna post my YouTube link down there if somebody wanted to look at that shit, but it doesn't matter. All right, so Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and now Bitcoin is on discount. So those guys, so just one more sentence to those guys, because many of you also quoting to me Warren Buffett, like the buying Bitcoin when it's blood on the streets, and or buying when blood's on the streets and selling when everybody is happy or something like that. Well, there you go, blood on the streets. Who's buying now? Nobody buying now because everybody's scared. Oh my God, this is going to go to zero. This is when I'm buying. I just bought today. I bought yesterday. And I'm going to keep on buying every dip. So that's that. Cost average in. Yeah, so good luck and stay safe. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm out. Peace. Where do I stop this thing?